And in this video, I'm going to be looking at the height gradient. So I'm working on a single state inside of a country, which is overriding the Germany material instance. And in this case, I want to turn on the height gradient. So I'm going to choose height gradient and set the visibility to 1. So after turning on the height gradient, we can see which areas are higher and which are lower. However, it's a little bit hard to see the terrain with these flat colors. So one thing, just to revert back to earlier, is this normal flatness. If this gets cranked down very far, then we have the ability to bring back and see some of that terrain detail from our normal map, right? Without having to get carried away using vertical exaggeration of the geometry. So I'm just going to leave that one as it is, the normal flatness under cranked there, or at a high negative value, and continue back to the height gradient. So here I can change the color. Perhaps I want to have a different lower set of colors here, and I would like maybe a very dark blue down this end. Okay, so I could have something like that for my height gradient, and at this scale I'm happy with the allocation of these colors, but you may find that if you start to vertically exaggerate the terrain, that you have to adjust the height scale. And so as an example, for instance, if I were to scale, I'm just going to scale these meshes so that they are 10 times, or I'll do 5 times as high. And we can see that when I've set them to be vertically exaggerated 5 times, now we're mostly just seeing this high color almost exclusively because all of the mesh is now higher than these colors. Okay, I've increased the vertical exaggeration of this state here 5 times, and I'd like to increase the gradient height scale now and its position using the vertical offset so that it fits this new exaggerated geometry. So in this case, I'm going to grab my height scale and I'm going to multiply it by 5, and I'm still not seeing it here. So what I'm going to do is start to vertically offset it. And in this case, I'm going to be bringing, you can think of sliding the geometry up inside of the gradient by bringing this to a negative value. And we won't really see much difference here as I'm going until I kind of hit this threshold. And so then I'm just going to dial that back. In this case, I probably want about -20. And that gives me the look that I'm after. So this is what we have once we have the vertically exaggerated terrain, and you can see how it appears with the gradient refit to it. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. See you in another video.